I told that fool, man, we've been up in this piece for like 10 years now, you know what I'm saying? Rocking hardcore, consistent, right? But you look at all these fools, man, with albums, they think they tight just because they got albums out, man. That ain't fly. That ain't really fresh, though, you know what I'm saying? It counts what you do in the ghettos, up in the streets. That's where it really counts. And, you know, we be taking the word to the desert, because that's where they really need it, man. Word up, that's fly.
Before we slaughter, you gotta realize that your disguise is no good. And in the ocean of MCs, you oughta stop polluting the water, please.
He who is without sin shall cast the first stone. Hypocrite, you live in a glass house, doused and unleaded, headed for a match. Snatched up for the omelet before you hatch down that shell. That can ruin the whole vibe, pursuing the ones who stole and lied. Pride will keep me going, but it's going to be your downfall. 16 years young, I clown all who break the call. We can see through the holographic facade that robs the public of the truth. While we represent the youth, false in repentance. Sentence struck lightning, thundering, crumbling mountains of fire into oceans of blood. My next rhyme was summoning acid rain clouds, causing flood as I teach. Development has been arrested, still every ear will hear my speech. Outreach for the rats that now surround you. We astound you because we live the life that you front. In a holy hip-hop dunk across all civilizations of frustration. Location is my imagination, you'll never reach your destination.
Before we slaughter, you gotta realize that your disguise is no good. And in the ocean of MCs, you oughta stop polluting the water, please. Before we slaughter, you gotta realize that your disguise is no good. And in the ocean of MCs, you oughta stop polluting the water, please.
I specialize in being wiser than Bud. In fact, I'm more wiser than the letter. Now to that letter, I rhyme better than any of the average shows I knows. We may not be the best, but yet we still rip up our shows. Now what you hear is clarity, what you see does not concern me. Usually man's sight is about as right as left field. I've yielded to the control of Christ as styles consume my soul. And that's where I run from, just in case you don't know now. There's a lot of MCs out there who rely on effects to create, they hit their blunts and call their music high tech. These unnamed label maintain crews have never paid dues, but keep on making headlines with their rhymes. $10 a tape, 15 for a CD, to hear some radio prisoner yelp about original hip-hop. Talking about they've been down since the WAP. That type of lyrication brings irritation unbearable.
Before we slaughter,